The importance of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to the Fast and the Furious franchise has become undeniable when you look at the last couple of Fast films, 9 and 10, that they took noticeable drops in the box office without the presence of The Rock. Now, we're going to go into a little bit of spoilers about Fast X here, so be warned, but as you know, at the end of Fast X, Dwayne Johnson did what he swore he would never do. He appeared again in the Fast and the Furious franchise in a post-credit scene, setting up, it looks like, some sort of conflict coming up between him and Dominic Reyes, played, of course, by Jason Momoa. Then we found out a little bit later that Dwayne Johnson was indeed going to be starring in a spin-off film for Fast and the Furious, much like Hobbs and Shaw was, but that bridges the gap, they said, between Fast X and Fast X Part 2 or Fast 11 or whatever it is you want to call it. But what would the nature of this crossover film be? Well, apparently now we know what it's going to be because reports have come out about what the working title of this movie is. This comes to us from the folks over at Screen Rant who write the following. According to a new listing from Production Weekly, the upcoming Hobbs-centered spinoff will reportedly be called Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Reyes. This means that the movie will mainly focus on the rivalry between Luke Hobbs and Jason Momoa's Dante Reyes, which was teased during the Fast X post-credit scene. While little is known about the spinoff, including a release date or if any filmmaker has been attached to helm the project, the reported title indicates that Reyes, Jason Momoa, will return to the Fast franchise before Fast 11. Okay, so I want to focus in on this. The working title is Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Reyes. It should be noted that it has not been said that that is the official name of the movie. Now, it might end up being the official name of the movie, but as of right now, that is what a lot of the outlets are calling the working title. But still, there's a few things we can glean from it. First of all, that it looks like Jason Momoa's Dante is coming back, which is great. I was not a big fan of Fast X. It had a number of things that really worked for it. Great action, good combat scenes, but I thought the best thing about Fast X was the addition of Jason Momoa. His character, I believe, is the best villain they've ever had in the Fast and the Furious franchise. I mean, it's just an extremely enjoyable, over-the-top, kind of really eccentric character that personally I thought a movie like Fast X really needed. Now, one of the other things that we might be able to surmise here about even the working title being called Dante and Hobbs and Dante is the fact that it looks like this movie is going to pick up from the end of Fast X, which tells me that Fast 11 or Fast X Part 2, whenever it comes around, that movie will not pick up right where Fast X picked off or left off. It'll pick up after the end of Hobbs and Dante. Maybe everybody assumes that Dom is indeed dead if you watch the end of Fast X. Maybe that they go through months and months and months, and whatever conflict happens in this new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Jason Momoa movie will then lead directly into Fast 11. Now, I talked a little bit about the fact that you can't deny at this point the importance of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to the success of the franchise in Fast and Furious. I mean, if you just take a look at the box office results of the Fast and Furious movies that Dwayne Johnson has been featured in, Fast 5 made $626 million. Fast 6, $788 million. Fast 7, $1.5 billion. Fast 8, $1.2 billion. And then even his own spin-off movie, without any of the original characters of Fast and Furious, made $760 million, which was more than Fast 9 made. Now, there were a couple of extenuating circumstances with Fast 9, sure, but even with those considered, just the fact that a spin-off movie made more than the mainline film kind of says something. The franchise needed him back, and back he is. Now, one of the questions that this raises for me is, does Dwayne Johnson doing this movie, and with it involving Dante Reyes, and with it obviously flowing directly into Fast 11, will this mean that Dwayne Johnson will actually return to the mainline movie in Fast 11, and will we see him and Vin Diesel working together again? It seems unlikely, but with this new movie being Hobbs and Dante, and with what that may set up narratively, it could open the door that we could actually see these two big action stars who have had a very public spat for years now. Maybe we see them working together again. Maybe yes, maybe no. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially because we're always growing and changing. Think about it. The person you were 5 years ago is not the exact person that you are today. Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, because sometimes we don't know what we want or why we react the way that we do until we talk things through. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take you on that journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. And guys, striving for better mental health is something we should all aspire to. I've talked about this before, but when somebody goes to the gym, we applaud them for getting out there to improve their physical health. Well, it's about time that we start looking at mental health the same way, not just by encouraging the people around us to look into therapy, but by also taking the step to take care of our own mental health as well. So listen, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a short questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Campea today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. Question is for you guys. What do you think about this working title, Hobbs and Dante? Are you excited that Jason Momoa will be returning for this spin-off film? I personally am. Maybe you didn't like Fast X and you didn't like his character in it. Maybe you loved his character in it. Whatever you guys are feeling about it right now, let me know. And also, do you think this could indicate that The Rock will come back for Fast 11, or will his story end off in this spin-off film? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, make sure you subscribe to our daily podcast, the John Campea Show podcast, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and your favorite podcasting app of choice.